Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you who are seeing this video from each and every part of the world. I welcome you to this video. My name is Sayan Chattopadhyay. I am a research scholar at CSIR, CSIO, Chandigarh. Present a topic, not to present, but to discuss on a topic that is titled art therapy. I will attach the PPT in my profile as well, so that you can just go through the PPT as well. There are some of the things attached to it. I will say later in this video. So art therapy, a powerful blend of art and psychology that promotes mental and emotional well-being. Right. Let's introduce the topic. The what is art therapy? So art therapy is a therapeutic technique that uses creative activities like drawing, paintings, and sculpting to help individuals express their emotions. This is a conventional definition, but I won't go into conventional things because you can see that very well in the PPT. For what I have for what I am making this video is totally different because I have also presented this topic way before when I was in my bachelor's of engineering at Bardhaman University in my second year, and there I had received some of the questions which are the points that I can discuss on and discuss upon, and that's why I am making this video, right? So some techniques I will just say. So that can be drawing, painting and drawing, sculpting and clay modeling, doodling and sketching, and collage making and crafts, collage, right? So the focus is not on artistic skill but on emotional expression and creativity. So what I want to say by the techniques is we are determined to tell on the painting side of the therapy, not any other form like the dance or the song singing, not that, on the painting area. So the question that I had received is from my teacher, from my professor, who is also a mother. She asked me that what is the difference on from a conventional art class to this art therapy session. So the thing is, the art therapy, what is art therapy? Art therapy, not going into those conventional things and all, I just want to say is art therapy is a class which makes you learn on how to bring your emotions that are burdened inside you to bring outside through painting, sculpting, anything of that sort, but to bring it out. We know the simple example, and the maybe one of the most used examples or the forms of this is writing, right? You can see you know that many of the greatest works, maybe in writing, maybe in poems, maybe songs, maybe paintings, have come from the emotions that are burdened inside of a person, or of the creator, and which helps them make those great works of art in our society, right? So the purpose and objectives both are different. Uh, but the conventional art class that gives emphasis on skill development, but the art therapy gives focuses on healing, emotional expressions, and mental well-being. So there are difference. It helps individual to cope up with their stress, trauma, psychological challenges, on how to cope up with the fast changing world. We all know today, in today's world, how fast our day to day life is, and there are persons who cannot just cope up with it. There are office politics and all, through which he or she may be passing through. There are family problems, burdens, EMIs, loans, uncertainty is one of the most talked about topic in today's days, and I think these are some of the not talked about most important problems in today's days. So the another thing is the this is the first point. Let's go on to the second point. The art therapy is process oriented, right? And so there is whenever a person is who is undergoing through this therapy, the any work he or she is making cannot be termed as it is a good work, it is a bad work, what have you made. So we cannot term that. She is just bringing, he or she is just bringing out his or her emotions, right? But in art classes, that is product oriented. Oh, you are drawing so well. So this is a difference. It is evaluated on the basis of accuracy, technique and creativity. So there's a key difference is expression and perfection. So this is also a very important thing to uh, get our attention on. So the art therapy, yes, it has to be done. This is the second point, and now coming to the third point is, in art therapy it is important that there is a trained instructor, like a psychologist who knows how to deal with the person, right? Well, what we do you can see that in our friendship, in our friend zone, what happened, why are you so pale and all, and we try to motivate our friends. Like that also in real world we need a psychologist who is trained in it to help that person regain his or her confidence. But in art class also, we also need a trained teacher who is an art teacher but not a psychologist. He or she is trained in art but not to read the minds of a person. But in art therapy we need someone who knows how to read a person's mind. So and one thing, the art therapy focuses on healing the mind through creative expression, while conventional art classes focus on developing artistic skill and techniques. So now these are all conventional talks, drawings that are made by the persons who are undergoing some kind of rehabilitation. Right? The Peter Rinaldi, who is a cancer patient. These are the three paintings that have been done by him, by Mr. Peter. Uh, you can see, and also in page 11, it is done by a soldier who is undergoing his traumatic brain injury. You can see how pathetic those drawings are. Now, means you cannot say that okay, this is a very good drawing or this is a very bad drawing. But if you see this video picture or the sculpture they have made, you can understand that how much pain they are in, which is being totally reflected in this painting. So this is the difference between a conventional art class and a therapy. If you do this painting in a conventional art class, that can be installed or that can be showcased as a creative art. But when you are doing this in art therapy, it is showing the emotions that are burdened in you, right? And similarly, in that of the cancer patient, you can see how pale the drawing is. He or she, like Mr. Peter or many persons who are undergoing through this disease, it's very sad to say that maybe they are in that stage of their life that they don't know whether they will be able to see the next day or not. So if you see the paintings that they are thinking of their surrounding, how will their persons who are attached to them, their surrounding people, how will they manage without themselves, right? Of their children's, their very close persons, right? So these are quite important to look upon, and but in these fast moving world we often neglect these topics. We there And in today's era it is very important, and it can be widely seen that the persons who are very close to us as also doesn't have time. It's not because they don't want to give time, it's because they themselves don't get that time to invest. They are also busy in their work, I am also busy in their work, they are also fighting their own battles, and I am also fighting my own battles. And within fighting these own battles also, we think of not to share these things that may affect our understandings and all that. But it is not that. If you share your shortcomings, it will help, right? It will help to gain that emotional connection between both of you. So this is also important. And while it is not available, while this time is not available, I think this art as a therapy is growing so much that each and every one of us should get ourselves involved into this. To any psychologist will help you in getting this help. And one thing I also want to say, that going means opening you up yourself to any psychologist, that doesn't mean you are a person with some inability. It's just that you are opening up yourself, you are dealing with some difficulties, and you are taking some relief from a person who is there to help you. It's just like going to a doctor. Psychologist is also a doctor of mental health. So the doctor can help you. So that is very easy. And but here is a taboo in India, and I don't know of the abroad because I haven't been to any place abroad. But in India we have a taboo that why should I go to a psychologist? I am not a person of mental imbalance, right? So it's not the point of mental imbalance, but it's a point of uh, getting yourself in a your mind in a better position, right? So just concluding, I would just say that in today's days of in the increase in the communicable and the non-communicable chronic diseases, uh, mm, the integration of art and psychology is important, because every one of us draw something or the other in our notebooks. Right, in our school days we have done, like when we are thinking, okay, we are drawing in the corners of our pages, and we all have done that. So that is it. We want to scale it up in a better version, so that it can help a person's mental state to be in rest, controlled. So that is it. One tip I would say, persons who are good, who love writing, you continue with that. But there are many of them who love painting, and who want to do painting, or don't know or have the niche of writing or reading. They can do this painting. You see, means all around us we see buildings, we see coffee shops, we see trees around us, we see motorcycles, cars. Just draw them, have a notebook, just draw them, just think, draw whichever is inside. Take a watercolor and just give it a balance, and just take one or two colors, just mix them, don't have to think how the drawing will look like, and just apply it with all your emotions. Whatever you want to do, you do, and I think you will be benefited from it, right? So thank you. We'll meet on the next video. Thank you.